Hey, good morning everybody. John Bergsma here. It's fall. It's another great week of fishing reports. I got some really fun stuff for you. Different spots, different things to think about now that it's fall. So we're going to take you from a tour of the Upper Peninsula, Northern Michigan, the Lower Peninsula, Detroit River, St. Clair River. We got perch reports, we got walleye reports, all kinds of fun stuff coming to you this week. It's Tuesday morning, time to start off with Fisherman's Digest Hot Bites reports. So hey, the first report of the day comes to us from Dom Gervavich, and he's my friend. Don't even try to pronounce it, it's crazy. He lives in the Western UP, he's Polish, you know, he can't help it. But anyway, he's been fishing the Western UP waters from Ontonagon to the Wisconsin border all season long. Now, we filmed an awesome show there that we're gonna bring to you this spring out of Ontonagon. But Don's report is that from now for the rest of the season until it's too cold to fish, if we get 2 days of south wind and you're bored, you want to go to a Western UP port town. I'm telling you what, on Lake Superior, a south wind in the fall means fish come close. I mean really close. Sometimes we're shoreline rock trolling in 12 to 15 feet of water. Really fun mixed bag fishing. Now, it's not always lake trout. It can be brown trout, it can be coho, it can even be steelhead when you get in and around creek mouths. So there's some really good fishing to be had up there. Now, the fishing presentation, super simple. Now you're gonna wanna have in your arsenal, basically, if you don't have divers, then have some riggers. But I like having a set of riggers, a set of high divers. You don't even need too high and low. No, you're not deep enough for that. We're not getting past 40 feet on south winds. We're in the shallow part of the water column. So you're gonna want a set of high divers, a set of riggers, and then some maybe ones or two at the most 3-color lead core. That's it. You're gonna throw a spread of boards out there. A lot of times on our outside, we're not even running 1 color. We're starting with a 2-color, 3-color, and we're running just a straight flat line on the outside. What do we put on it? Scatter wraps, just any type of a stick bait that's got a little bit of to be honest, scatter wraps are the best. Number 11 scatter wraps are fantastic up there. They imitate a smelt. They go all over the place like a Hottentot. They're super, super good baits. So that's really all you need. If you get a little bit subtle bite, then maybe just the number 11 straight Rapala, just the regular build one that kind of tracks a lot truer. There's days that can be really good too, when the bite is a little bit off and they're not wanting to chase. When you get to your 2 colors and your 3 colors, we're just thinking, basically we just throw a spread of Dreamweaver Super Slims on, just a smelt imitating spoon. You're gonna chug along, guys. You're gonna forget lake trout speed, you're gonna be going silverfish speed. You're gonna be going 2.5 to 2.8. And you're gonna catch lots of fish. Again, if there's something you've never done, it's small boat on a south wind. This is great for small boats. We have a lot of our friends up in the Upper Peninsula that say, John, you know what? I go out on those ports, from Ontonagon to Black River to Silver Cities with 16 and 17 foot boats. Because you got to remember, with that south wind, it's coming off those high bluff, those high banks of that Western UP. That water you're on is dead flat. You're usually within a 1/4 mile ashore. So you're not fighting elements at all. You're really just wanting to get out there, put a spread of baits out, go fast, have a lot of fun in the Western Upper Peninsula. Check out the full line of Polarcraft boats at polarcraft.com. Hey, so this next report's coming to you. This is a really hot bite report. So we've got 1 week of the season left. The season for lake trout up in the Alpena region is over on Friday. But here's the whole deal. This report isn't about lake trout. This report is for Steve Hubert to let people know, and as you see these pictures going across the screen, stupid good steelhead fishing, walleye fishing, Atlantic fishing, fish that are headed up the Thunder Bay River. So now Steve's boat's back in Thunder Bay proper, and he's fishing the shallower waters of Thunder Bay. And guys, this is one of the most prolific fishery for mixed bag Atlantics, steelhead, and walleye in the month of October. Now, this isn't a month that Steve normally promotes because he thinks people just want lake trout. Well, guess what? Those 3 species I just mentioned, that's really what people want when they're going up into the North Country. So, you know what? As you see these pictures going through, awesome fishing. I've been up there with Steve. Having a half a dozen steelhead and walleye in a trip is no big deal at all. Then throw in some coho and some other fish, and you've got a great day on the water. Now, will you catch Lakers by accident? Steve tries not to catch them by putting all of his stuff high. When I say high, I'm gonna give you the recipe. So if you got your own boat, this is Steve Hubert's recipe to catching those fish. You're gonna want stuff in the upper 30 foot of the water column, no matter what the depth of the water is that you're in Thunder Bay. In the month of October, get that stuff up. What does that mean? That means running baits down on a 50 copper or 2 colors of lead and 5 colors of lead. 7 colors of lead is the absolute maximum, or 125 copper. So he's putting 3 boards outside of real high coppers, maybe a 50, maybe a 75, maybe a 100 or a 125. That's it. Then he runs a couple of divers high, and maybe on a 3 set, 120 back is gonna be 40 down on a 3 set for a Dreamweaver 107, which is what he's using. Not the super big one, but the medium one. Kick that out away from the boat. If you're gonna run riggers, again, keep them high, get the leads out. That's another trick. Okay, you're gonna wanna run your downriggers 30 or 35 down to avoid catching Lakers because the season's closed. If you catch them by accident, quickly unhook them, push the air out of their bladder, plunge them right down in this cold water, they release and they go right back down to the bottom. But if you keep your stuff high, you're gonna catch lots of fish. It's Dreamweaver Super Slims in bright colors. It's 2.5 to 2.8. It's keep your stuff high. If you're looking to learn the presentation or just have a great day on the water, Captain Steve Hubert, Chum Bucket Charters, he's gonna leave his boat in the water and fish until his phone quits ringing. Remember though, Friday's the last day of Laker season. After that, you're steelhead fishing, coho fishing, Atlantic fishing, and walleye fishing there on Thunder Bay out of Alpena.
The Bait Shop in Waterford is your one-stop live bait and fishing tackle destination. With an awesome selection of rods and reels, custom poured jigs, soft plastics, and panfish baits. The Bait Shop also has seasonal items for ice fishing, the Spring River Walleye Run, and summer salmon, bass, walleye, and pan fishing. Visit the Bait Shop in Waterford for all your bait and tackle needs.
I told you it was going to be crazy. Really fun opportunities for guys who love to silverfish but want to do it in a unique setting. Alpena is totally unique. Shoreline trolling granite bluffs on the western UP, that's totally unique. It's cold water fishing, it's cold weather fishing. You know what? Not everybody hunts. Get out there to these 2 areas of Michigan. Take this advice, go fish there, you'll catch lots of fish. We'll see you tomorrow.